Alright guys, here I am. Turk the Red Panda here with Echo. Oh my god, it just feels weird to say that. The last time I played this game, I wasn't even streaming yet. I don't think I started doing streams or like live streams until, was it like, I'm trying to think, like January, February? I knew it was episode 29 of Shuichi. That's all I remember is like day 13 or something like that of Shuichi was the first episode I ever live streamed and said, man, I tired of like having to record everything hours in advance, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's weird to be doing this like live, especially doing Jenna's route because it's like literally the last time I played was 2018. Yeah, it's funny because like I was thinking about like maybe doing a Flynn route possibly, but I was too far into it at the time. Then I fell out of love with it, and it just got too indifferent to it. It just, kind of got tired of it, and I just felt like I fell too far behind. But at least with Jenna, it was so stuck. I was like, if I leave this game for years, it's still gonna have like one Jenna update, and that's it. Let me check my videos. I am damn curious to see what my first live stream ever was. God, I have so many fucking videos. I use the F word. Demonetization, baby. Can't even get demonetized when you ain't getting monetized in the first place. It wasn't... Wait, was it? I don't think it even was day 13. It may have been day 14. 15? 16? Maybe day 16 or 15. I think it was the time we confessed was the first time we ever had a live stream. When we confessed to Shuichi. That was... I'm going to click on it. Hopefully it doesn't play. Oh dear God. I'm hoping nobody comes into the lounge at this time because I'm like, I'm the only one in here. Oh shit. That is my old voice. Not like I went through puberty, but holy shit. Old background and all that. But yeah. Actually, this wasn't even a live stream, was it? I don't know. May have been a first no retakes. But yeah, it was November 26th. 2018, and around that time, Jenna's Back was the last update I played for Jenna. Ironic. October 29th, 2018. Holy crap, that is insane. It's been a year and a half. I can totally count. I'm a math major. Okay. Just making sure my mic works too. There's a whole story about that, but yeah, it's been a year and a half since I've done Jenna's route, and that's how long it's taken to update Jenna's route. And supposedly I'm gonna have to do a new save for Jenna and all that. Let's see where. I don't even know where. Okay, it was the 11 through 20 was where I'm gonna save for Jenna. And I'm probably gonna override all these saves. Okay, fun. So I'm gonna have to start a new game and just fast forward through everything and just completely, just be like, what the hell was I doing at this time? But yes, I am alive, and yeah, I've been working hard on that video. You see the little sprite that I have in the bottom right corner? That's one of them. I've made about 12, but like 3 arm poses, 9, maybe 10 facial expressions or head expressions. 4 of them are like side views. Yeah, I've been working hard all day. And so tonight I party by streaming. And not even being in my own apartment because my roommate and his girlfriend are sleeping there now. And yeah, can't bother them. So yes, let's get into this bad boy. Let's see what this is all about. It's been too long. What is Echo? So I'm going to just like fast forward through this stuff. Okay, I knew you'd be back, blah, blah, blah. At least I could skip this part. So, I will skip through all this shit. Are we nervous about the trip? Should I say not really? Not like it's gonna make a big difference. Yeah, I'm assuming I'll just pick up where we left off. Oh, I meant Echo. Are you excited to go back? Is anybody excited to go back to Echo? So, we will fast forward through this. I'm just trying to fast forward to where the update ends. And we're back in the hotel after having like fucking delusions for like the first or second time, I think. Maybe the first time. But yes, we are going to fast forward through this. Holy shit. Oh, I thought TJ was changed. Like, TJ's is the same. But, you know, they added shirtless TJ for like, what, like Leo's route or whatever. That's all I remember. Shirtless TJ. Because they got like wet or some shit like that. Or they got dirty, whatever. But yes. We are fast forwarding through this. This is everybody being for the first time. Carl has multiple expressions. TJ, I haven't seen him change expressions yet. But wow, look at these expressions. Luckily... Oh shit, I'm in the calculator app. Luckily, you guys have not missed anything. I'm just fast forwarding through a bunch of random crap right now just to get to where the current update is. You could reference my episode 8 from way the hell back in October of 2018 if you want to know where I left off. So blah blah blah, we meet Flynn and we have a new Leo sprite. The sexy Latino. And then Flynn hating everybody for weed. Okay, so Flynn plugs his nostrils, blah blah blah. Why must this... Can't we just skip everything? Oh my god, TJ does have expressions. Aw, look how cute he is. He's happy and sad. Happy, sad. Sorry, I'm gonna keep trying to fast forward. You guys can refer to my previous episodes, like, I get the gist of kind of what's happening. I might stop as I get closer to where the update part actually hits. Because I've played this first part a couple of times now. So, yeah, I know, right? It's insane. So, this is the part where we eat. Fun, right? Let me see if I wish I could just skip through, like you can auto skip, it's just... Yeah, the thing is, it's going to skip all these messages because I've seen them, but for some reason, holy shit, look at fucking Leo's tank of an arm. Like, in this one, it's okay. Actually, no, it's the same. It's just like in this pose, he looks like a fucking, like, house. Oh, God. Sorry, I'm just, like, talking about the games, like, sprites and shit. And thank you for the compliment and comment about my new drawing. I'm trying to make multiple sprites for, like, my recorded video that I'm doing. Like, it's not related to visual novels. I'm trying to do a passion project on Eurovision. So, you know, I'm just gonna say that. So that's my reveal. It's Eurovision themed. And I'm not sure if I want to say which, like, year it's about, because it's about a certain year in the contest. Like, I'm just talking about 1 year. And I'm probably going to do different topics, themes for Eurovision in the future. But first, I gotta finish this, and probably finish finals. But yeah, after this quarter ends for me, because then spring break starts, then I'll probably delve into maybe trying my hand more so at videos like this. The script I made is 12 pages. I've only read 6 of them. So... Oh my god. Time to use Made in Heaven and fast forward. Nah, you just gotta use running in the 90s. Everybody's having their moments. Except Flynn. Flynn's a fucking emotionalist prick. What if Flynn is Onision. No, I'm kidding. Nobody should be donned that. Like, that'd be a curse. Then we got, I was about to call him Flynn. Leo, the opposite of Flynn. Not you too, Leo. Oh no. Jenna just don't give a shit. It's like compared to her old sprites, Jenna looks like she got a tan. Like she just spray painted her fur just like gold instead of like that light cream yellow, I guess you can call it. But yeah. Come on, fast forward, dang it. Oh, this is the part where we get a nice little picture. And of course, Carl's blazed. And then Jenna's like back to her old, like lighter yellow. So, here we go. Catching up. Come on, hurry the frick up. So we do a thing. We talk about Echo. We talk about how much of a shit show it is. We go to the carnival. Carl gets sick. Then, oh shoot, that was a cute one. It's like we have regular sad TJ, then we have extremely scared TJ, which makes me very sad. And then we have continue, then we see everybody come back together, we go to the fucking thing, we fall asleep. We don't do either of these characters in route, but we're gonna fucking lean on Carl. He's bigger, he's thick, he makes a good blanket. Or fucking blanket. Pillow. Yeah. I'm glad to see all the similar faces again. I'm glad I didn't bore you. And I'm also gonna lower the goddamn volume, because every time, it's like... Oh, this did nothing. I'm going to save... Oh, those saves are for 15. Those are from Echo Route 65. This is for Jenna. So we're not gonna. We'll just save here for now. Okay. So let's just fast forward. Blah blah blah. We have nightmares. Blah blah blah. Things are scary. We all freak out. Oh, hey, we actually got phone text, and we get to see Chase's hand. We're kind of hungry. We should meet back up. He gets back to me pretty quick. And of course our phone is cracked, because everybody's fucking iPhone gets cracked. Okay, mostly done with Rids and the... Oh god, I'm gonna have a fucking stroke. Meet at food court. Leo would give me a fucking stroke just seeing him text. Poor guy. Poor fucking bastard. Alright. It's fun seeing the new mechanics as we fast forward. Oh, are we gonna see Leo get intimidated? Leo's very intimidated by Jenna of all people. We're gonna totally hit on Jenna. Confident smile replaces the sheepish one from before. Oh yeah? Happy music. Okay, can you guys let me know if the music is too loud, because I can just lower it on your end, like this, but my end is still gonna be ear-rapingly loud. So I'm gonna take one ear out of my headphones and just sit here and let myself suffer. So we are doing the thing, Jenna wins, blah blah, things are... No, we are by. That is key to making sure we get that Jenna route. So yes, not really. We haven't done the dirty... Or, no wait. Somebody's talked about how we like screwed Shuichi and Sai started getting onto us about it. And then I just said, no, we haven't done it yet. Fuck. Oh my god, everybody's fucking each other in this game. Not even in this game, just, I don't know. Everybody's just fucking each other. Everybody stay safe. I heard Vancouver is this weekend, so everybody stay safe at that. So we are doing a thing, and this is the part where we're going to have the emotional Leo heart-to-heart moment, talking about our past relationship. So Jenna's going to be like, trying to like get us to talk, and then we're all sad and we're like, no, and then we're like, no, we should move on. And then Leo's like, but I love you still. We have fucking anchors. Okay, shit like that happens. Monday, we go to the lake. Things start to get heated. Everybody's salty at each other. I swim. Then Flynn gets to be a bitch at everybody. Flynn's a bitch at everybody. Yes, did I tell you Flynn's a bitch at everybody? TJ is very sad. And then everybody's very angry. Now we're going to go after Jenna and Leo, because that is what gets us the Jenna route. So I watched Jenna's tail disappear through the sagebrush. They're headed down the same trail that I used to get to Lake Emma. Saving saves lives. Alright, blah blah blah. We're going to stay with Jenna, because otherwise we'd do the Leo route. I look towards Leo, hunched forward, ears down, looking like an angry gargoyle perched on the ledge of a church. Hold on, Jenna. Turn back to face her. I look back over my shoulder at Leo, watching his ears flick towards us. I think Leo wants to be left alone. Better yet, I think I want to pursue you instead. Fuck that guy. Jenna folds her arms and looks past me. Fast forward, we make, I don't know, we don't make up, but or it's like, we bond, I guess, whatever. I think we just start talking to each other and we're like, oh yeah, and then we find TJ, who's kind of still sad about the whole thing, and oh man, if anybody's played the TJ route, fun times. No, I don't want to get anywhere close to spoiling, because holy shit, that one's a ride at the end. It's like everything else leading up to, you're just like, how can they make this fucking crazy? And then it just happens. Blah blah blah. Has your dad not okay, are we gonna talk about Jenna's past? As far as I know. Okay. I have to fast forward through this because it's 10 o'clock p.m. here and I don't want to get like people pissed off at me. Worst comes to worst, it gets to like 11 p.m. and I'll try and move downstairs maybe to study hall if there's people not there anymore. There's been people there all day from 1 p.m. onward. Like, that was the first time I saw them, but there's people that have been in the study halls all day, literally all day, in all 4 rooms. I'm sure that like 1 or 2 of the rooms people switched out, but yeah, there's like one room in particular where the same person's been there from like noon to now, and it just makes me so sad. Because I'm here just trying to enjoy myself and have fun. They're just like fucking cramming for something. So here we go. Time to rush through this. And once again, I advertise my previous episodes of Echo. If you want to get a catch up of all this that I'm skipping, refer to episodes 1 through 8. Blah blah blah. We go on the hike. We end up getting the surprise. We get a surprise. Adam, he had problems. Now we talk about Jenna's suicidal brother. Because I think she had 2 brothers. I think it was Jeremy and then Adam just was super depressed. Suicide. And then that really tainted things for Jenna. And then Jeremy's just a horrible person. I mean, all these characters are like in their 20s. So whoever asked that, yeah. They're like all 20, 21. I think one of them's 19. Yeah, TJ's 19. But yeah, it's like they're all like, college age people that are like coming back for spring break. So things happen. Blah, blah, blah. Clint. Fuck Clint. Clint's a bastard. That is until Leo showed up. And then the Fire Nation attacked. Okay, shit happens. I think we're still climbing at this point. Yep, now we're at the top. Okay, so glad we had fun. Blah, 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 blah. So we talk about shit happening. Alright, what else happens? Did you see a face? Yeah, you did. Oh, I love how it's like a you instead of a YOU. It's like, yeah, you did. Lol. Oh god. That's the voice speaking to us. Ah. I think I think I can spoil it for people by this point that who the voice is. Like, I think everybody knows by now that the voice in Chase's head. I don't want to say it if people don't know. I'm skipping almost everything. Yeah, because literally I can't go to the current state that I have because it's not working. So I have to like skip through everything just to give a brief summary and recap just to get us back in the loop after a year and a half. I'm probably not Basket's fave. There's probably better people out there that are better like voice actor streamers that do this. Alright, so get a response. Yeah, you did. This is the part where we talk about like the whatever, the face of the visions and stuff, like the hauntings we have, I guess, as a kid or whatever. We see fucking visions and shit, and we think it's like, I don't know, spooky ghosts or something. So yes, Wolf will getting pissy. Yeah, can never tell with them. Blah blah blah. Speak of the devil. What the hell? I feel myself getting a little angry. What the fuck's his problem? Jenna gives a little playful blah blah blah. He's jealous. Of course he's jealous. He has relationship issues. So I think we missed the part where we got the spider and that's fucking, was like, ooh, we got spooked by a spider. So anyway, I think all of us know. Okay, if all of you guys know, close your ears if you don't want to hear. 3, 2, 1. The voice is Samuel. The voice is, yeah. So it's funny seeing this going, yeah, I'm playing the smoke room and I'm voicing that character. But I'm also voicing this character who has Samuel in his head. So it's like super meta now. Yeah. So here we go, blah, blah, blah. As of late, I haven't really posted much. Most of the blah, blah, blah. Skip, skip, skip. Okay, we talk about dinner, blah, blah, blah. Look at TJB, so cool. Look at this expression, how cool he is. Alright, so oh, fuck, Leo's back. Fuck. Run. Everybody run. Okay. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Sorry, Chase. Yes, they're apologizing about the frickin' ant. Not the ant. The frickin' spider. Okay, keep fast forwarding. Holy shit, what did we do? Oh, now we have phone texts. Hey, what are you looking at? This fucking face for the profile pic looks like he's just giving head. It's so funny just seeing Jared. Hi, I'm Jared. Jared, I miss you. Jared, fuck you, Jared. Jared, I'm not gonna call you. Jared, no. Jared, no. This is Subway. Jared, I don't want to go to Subway. Okay. I couldn't skip past that part, so... Okay, now I can fast forward. Leo's talking to us. Leo wants to do something. Lazy Otter. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we keep fast forwarding. What are we going to do now? We are going to the mall, I think. This is the one where we go to the mall. And then... Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I forgot about that. I'm sorry I'm making it sound so petty, but it's tough when you have to like replay everything, like just to get back to where you are now. So we are in the parking lot. I think this is the part where we like have Leo and Jenna do like a foot race or some crap. I thought it was afterwards. So isn't like I got a nifty tribal association scholarship. Blah blah. Here you go. Everything is shuttered. The mall's fucking closed. Mall's closed due to AIDS. Yes, internet shopping does exist. But Leo, you do not look like you're in the fucking internet age with your fucking texting aneurysm shit. Subway is okay, but that is not okay. Damn right, Akira. I want a footlong, but it's gotta be at Subway. Not from Jared. Here we go. So, Fast forward, lopsided. Okay, when do they go into the fucking like sex store? They go to like a Spencer's, like the equivalent of a fucking Spencer's, and it's like Jenna's looking at shit, and then TJ's sitting there going, "What do I do? I'm good Christian boy. I am very good Christian boy." So shit happens. We are still okay. I guess not. I think we don't do it this time. Who knows? I know we go into the shop one time, but we are in the arcade, and I think this is the part where Leo gets fucking jealous. I don't know, like, I guess I should have played through this and done, like, a full-on recap, but it's too late in my journey. I just fucking don't care. So, yes, mainly porn. I swear to God we go into the fucking, like, Spencer's store. Like, am I crazy? I swear we do. So, okay. We're in, like, the children's arcade thing or whatever, but I feel like this doesn't come up until later. Okay, shit's happening. So, private conversation. Oh, okay. This is the part where Leo starts coming on to us. And then Leo is... yeah. Anyway. So, we, found a present. Yeah, Lucha guy. Okay, TJ leans. Julie here beside me must have buried it somehow. Buried it, blah, blah, blah. Is there a crappy boardwalk game that you can't beat? Despite what just happened, I see a flicker, blah, blah, blah. Well, all you have to do is hook the claw where the cardboard meets the plastic. Jenna is just so fucking salty right now. It's hilarious. We don't get into, like, the actual personal Jenna stuff until, like, the end. Actually, I don't even think we get into anything super Jenna related. It's just, where the fuck did Carl go? That's literally all that happens. So, the conversation back is really hella awkward. And so we're all just like, okay, Leo is still fucking trying to come on to me and really is trying to sexually harass me. So, blah, blah, blah. TJ is sad. Then we get to Carl's house, and then I think we're trying to get in before he gets there so we can celebrate him. Not sure. I'm totally lost. I have no concept of time. I just know certain details. What is the chat even saying? Man, you guys really want that continued like sequel for Tennis Ace. That'd be funny. Tennis Ace with more characters. Oh man, that'd be intense. So, okay. We do a thing. We look for Carl. Carl took a picture last night. Wait. He took a picture. Where the fuck was the picture? Oh shit. It's TJ meme. It's like those memes where it's like the eyes are like lasers. It's fucking like TJ just like spook. It's like when TJ finds that you're watching porn. It's just fucking that. Oh, somebody please make that like a meme. Here we go. I stare at the sunlight. Okay, we are still looking for... Oh, fuck. There's new art. I'm sorry. I have to check whenever there's new art. Leo... Is this Carl's phone? Is this some sort of prank, Carl? I swear to God. 2 hours ago. We'll have more at the end of April. Of course, Jeremy. Asshole. They don't fucking understand what this means. Unlock new exclusive. Some gay otter, I don't know. Did you change your name? Did you change my name in your phone? Okay. I had to read that. That'd be really funny. Putting me as a friend of Yuichi. What an interesting concept. I remember the time when I tried, like on, what was it, day 10 of Shuichi's route, where I tried to be like the waiter or whatever, so I drew myself in because the waiter in the actual game was a red panda, and I was like, hey, let me put myself in here. Self-insert, baby. Yeah, that was a thing. So I should probably start skipping through things. Okay, everybody's arguing, or not yet actually. Everybody's still waiting for Carl to come, but eventually we'll all argue. Shit's gonna happen, of course. Shit always happens. So Leo is sad. You sound like Jenna. And now he gets angry. Jesus Christ, man, you were grinding on me 15 feet away from the fucking kitty corner. Oh, I thought Leo was saying that. I'm like, why would Leo say that? Yes. Oh, Leo grinded on us too. He was actually physically harassing us. Oh God, this is awful. Leo needs to bone somebody else. Yes, shit happens. He gets angry. Leo, stop fucking being a bitch. They get pissed off at each other. Then TJ's sad. And then we look at Carl's computer. Good dragon. Oh my God. How did I not connect the pieces when I read this? Fucking good dragon. For more, let's see if there's anybody. Jesus was as kunk. What the fuck? Jesus was as oh, Jesus was a skunk. Holy fuck, I can't read. Jesus was a skunk. That sounds so funny. Hella Shakabara. I thought it was gonna be Hella Shakabara. James Thunderland. Memeister. And Davo. Okay, let's see what else there is. Oh, fuck. Fucking Gmail style emails. Oh my God, I want to read through all these, but it's like, oh God, weed hunting's porns, blah blah blah. We get the gist. Crank powered, Southwestern Gothic. Okay. Yeah. Carl's fucking objectives. His jobs. Fill in later. Oh no. Software skills and ability. That's so sad. This is what happens. Like, this is what a fucking application looks like for those, like, kids that got their parents to pay for them or whatever to get into college. Like the USC girl and all that shit. That's what their fucking, like, resume looked like or application looked like on the damn thing for university. Oh, God. So, old drawing, Leo Chase, chasing Carl, happy photo of them at college with Jenna's old sprite still, because, can't bother to change it. Hey, Flynn, what the fuck are you doing here? Okay, everybody's gonna look for Carl now, because Carl is fucking missing. So, we find Mika, or, no, that's Jeremy. Jeremy's not the brother. Was it Mika? Who the fuck was Jenna's brother? Like, besides Adam. There was another brother who was an even bigger asshole. Or, well, Adam, I guess, was or was not? I'm not sure. But yeah, Jenna had two brothers, I swear to God. Somebody clarify this for me. So, here we go. Snap back or say nothing. So, what is happening? Gonna get that joint now. Oh, that is Mika. Jeremy's in the background. Jeremy is like, yeah. I swear to God, like, it was Jeremy. So I don't think we fight him in reality. Like, I don't know if that'll decide our ending. Maybe I should say it before. Better safe than sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Fits begin. But, okay. Fast forward, shit happens. We have a spooky dream with us as ourselves. So, okay, telling me how to calm down is the worst thing. Bam, we get punched. The motel room is dry. The air conditioner must be off. I look over. Hell, the motel tub. Shit. Okay, as much as I hate Echo, he had some good childhood memories. Okay, moving on. We take a shower, I think. Or water, something. We're fucking masturbating or some shit, I don't know. Oh my God, we have shirtless Leo and shirtless TJ. 2 for 1, baby. All in Jenna's roots. TJ's shocked, like, no, this goes against my Christian ideals. Here we go. So, everybody's sighing. Thanks for the show. Your phone was going off while you're in the shower. Cheeks feel warm. Who called? I wasn't going to check. Leo's just being like, it's like 5 minutes of not checking Chase's life, and this is what happens. Oh my god. And then you got TJ being like, kind of promiscuous, I guess. But TJ's only a good boy, though. So TJ turns around. All right. So yeah, TJ had some weird, or not TJ, Chase had some weird dreams. Okay, fast forward. What else happens? Are you supposed to be keeping watch? Something about jail? Ow. Okay. I feel like this may be the part where we ended. Let's see. Backlog. Ah, fuck. I'm not gonna see if it's like a new day or whatever, but maybe I'm gonna save here for. I'm gonna save here for now. Let's see what happens if I load the other saves, because then I can actually start reading the novel. I follow suit. Yes, we are in the exact place. It's gonna crash. Oh, I thought it was gonna crash. Who the fuck told me this game? Somebody told me this game was gonna crash on me. I did actually check beforehand if it would crash or not. I look very stupid now. I'm extremely stupid. Well, might as well play this version. Okay, now we're back into reading. The air is surprisingly fresh outside, even a bit damp. It's as if the motel room itself had its own oppressive atmosphere that was permeating my sinuses, and now I'm finally free. Near the horizon, thick gray clouds loom overhead. The reservation must be getting some rain. Jenna seems to notice as well, taking a few steps forward into the mostly empty parking lot before speaking up. Kind of nice out, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, kind of nice out, isn't it? Yeah. I'm really trying to get back into reading again or like trying to get my voice acting skills back up to par. I'm sorry. So, yeah, it's going to take me some warming up to do. So she opens her mouth to speak, but pauses some as she looks over her shoulder, a light frown crossing her blonde features. Come on, let's go. She starts moving again, heading toward the street. Holy shit. I should have kept track. Fuck it. It was about 37 minutes when we started, right? I just want to type in the description just so we can have that. Just so people who watch it afterwards can not have to go through 30 something minutes of me fast forwarding. There we go. Now we can edit. Alright, time to scroll down. It's probably not going to be... Well, I answered that question, okay. There we go. I've told people to skip to 37 minutes, so, if they're watching this as a recording, because nobody's going to watch 37 minutes of me just fast forwarding through this. Nobody wants to watch that. So she starts moving again, heading towards the street. Duke's house, right? And we're walking? Yeah. Is that a problem? She glances back. I reach down, feeling the tender, hardening muscles around my thighs and knees. Just still a bit sore from the hike, that's all. Oh, you're a tough guy, Chase. I'm sure you'll manage. A tough guy. I'm sorry. I know this is supposed to be serious, but I'm sorry. Chase, as a tough guy. Honestly, the Echo Chord probably has so many jokes shitting on Chase as a person that couldn't be further from the truth. And somebody's asking me what a Fujoshi is, or asking me if I know. Kinda, sorta. Isn't that when it's like a guy, like a buff guy, and like fucking like Speedo or some shit? I'll get back to that after I continue reading. I hustle some to catch up, the Fennec already on the road. She smiles as I catch up alongside her. Your phone has a flashlight, right? Yeah. Give me a sec. I reach into my pocket and flick on my phone. It takes a second, but I find the right button. The cracked pavement in front of us quickly illuminated. Just in case we cross any snakes or spiders. Or overweight rams. Those two. I shine my phone towards the sagebrush that winds along the narrow wash that passes by the motel. It's like I'm half expecting to see Carl's goofy, grinning muzzle peeking out through the brambles. I'm sorry if I woke you. It's fine. I was in the shower. You woke everyone else, though. Jenna straightens her tank top, peering through the cracked glass windows of the old ice cream shop. Even the for lease sign on the awning is mostly faded away. It's still got that old Victorian-style architecture that you see in a lot of the buildings built originally by the wealthier settlers at the turn of the century. Everybody's gonna start thinking about like update 3 of the smoke room and how much they fucking hate Carl's like great granddad. Oh boy. Let's see. Continue. Faded green and pale blue paint still clings to pants of the main facade, with the copper metal roof a mix of dark amber and turquoise. In its heyday, it probably stood out something fierce, a colorful contrast to the harsh beiges of the desert, and ultimately, an opulent reminder of the old world amidst the new. I wasn't expecting Leo to be there, honestly. He giving you any more trouble? I watched the pavement turn into packed dirt beneath my feet as we round the corner onto Gretchen Road. Ooh, we got new music, baby. It's a desolate stretch of road, the only striking feature being a concrete mixing business that closed its doors back in the 90s. You could still see the big mounds of grayish dirt past the slatted chain link. Ultimately, it takes me a moment to respond to Jenna's question. No, he's... just upset. I could practically feel the fox's incredulous raised eyebrow, a trademark reaction if she ever had one. Actually, well, this is gonna sound stupid. Playing Leo's behavior off as him being just upset is stupid, but continue. I sigh. Sorry. Jenna frowns some and moves closer, nudging my arm with her shoulder. Hey, you haven't done anything wrong. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Sorry, I'm like doing multiple takes just to not sound terrible. So, I don't know about that. Oh? Again, that expectant look. Ugh, here we go. I'm kinda glad you texted me. Didn't really want to go back to sleep. I guess I was having a nightmare. This same sort of recurring one I've been having that's a little different each time. Each dream, I'm facing myself, but it's not me. Not like a mirror me. Things are different, messed up, blurred. Sometimes it speaks and it's all distorted, like an old AM radio station with bad signal. Jenna looks away for a moment, then back to me. And each time, it gets a little clearer. And it might just be because it's fresh in my head right now. But I kind of remember what it was saying. I stopped briefly, shining the flashlight on a tumbleweed rolling across the dirt road ahead. It briefly gets stuck on a mesquite tree. Never heard of that. Mesquite tree? Whatever the fuck. Bouncing against the trunk and leaving a few twigs behind before rolling along its course. Do you remember when I texted you that I got into Pueblo and you drove all the way back down here to celebrate? I do. We were going to surprise Leo, remember? I do. There's a delay in her words as she seems to already know what exactly what incident I'm referring to. Oh god, I was nervous like somebody's about to burst into the lounge and be like, FBI, open up! Nah. There's a door next to it that's for the third floor apartment people to get in and out of, so yeah, I'm paranoid, just like Chase is. The prank. Oh no, they fucking got him. TMZ'd that shit with him. She lets out a long, drawn-out breath of air. We pretended you were cheating on him with those fake texts I was sending you. He smashed your phone and you told him you were leaving Echo. Oh my god. That is awful. That is fucking awful. Yeah, Leo's got fucking problems, but to be like, hey, I'm fucking cheating on you, and then he fucking smashes your phone. That is just, oof. That's when you know, hey, I should definitely break up with you. Yes, it wasn't the best of practical jokes to play on someone who was already fairly unstable. He wasn't... Chase, what does this have to do with your dream? She cuts me off, her tone more curious than stern. I know. It's just... The whole thing was just playing back like some kind of record. Everything that happened. All the fake text messages you sent me as Jared? Oh, come on, that's who Jared was? Me leaving the phone on the table, Leo confronting me? Jared's our demon. Jared from Subway is the real demon of Echo. It's been Jared the whole time. It's a prank, bro! Oh my god. I could just imagine this playing out. So, then you showing up and telling him it's a joke, that he's overreacting, and then... smash. I make a motion like I'm going to toss my phone down. Jenna flinches, instinctively grabbing for it before slowly furrowing her thin brows at me. Has Leo been guilting you about that? No, not really. So you've been feeling guilty then? I guess. Why else would this be, manifesting in my subconscious and all that. Well, I'd usually recommend expressing this to Leo. If I didn't think that your attempts at reconciliation would be perceived by him as you trying to get back together. She rubs the bridge of her short nose before crossing her arms over her chest. Yeah, Leo is so desperate. It's like, people love him and just love his character, but he's so damn broken. He's got irreversible damage. At least Shuichi is redeemable. So, we did already apologize for this years ago. But if you absolutely must, maybe wait until we're back at Pueblo? He's clearly got some issues to sort out right now, and you're under absolutely no obligation to try and solve them. Hello, random fan? Aramco? Oh, Commodore. Oh my god, were you like the Commodore guy that like, I swear to god that name sounds familiar. I remember having a 50 sub like Q&A, and I think you either asked me a question during the 50 sub Q&A or the 100 sub Q&A. One of those two. Ah man, think about the old days. Damn, it's crazy. Probably around the time when I was making Echo. So yes, no obligation to try and solve them. Especially considering his recent behavior. It's incredibly difficult to help people that don't want to be helped. Oh god, Jenna, why are you attacking me? I mean, this is like me whenever my freaking roommate is like giving life advice and being like, hey, I got some good advice about, you know, exercise and like doing the gym and shit like that. Also, one thing that you should do to fall asleep faster, read a book. Like, yeah, that works for some people, but I am not into reading books. Ironically, I do visual novels, but yeah, not a book person. I just can't get myself to like read a full long-term book because I just feel like I'd have to like do a lot of progress on it in a single sitting. Like, I'm either committed to it or not. That's my mental logic. So, anyway. Oh no, we have to make a decision! Fuck. Fuck. What do I do? Do I agree or do I disagree about this? It really is difficult, in my opinion. I feel like I would agree, but if we pull a disagree, I feel like that makes us want to go towards Leo and be like, Leo, come back to us. This could be the Leo ending C that we never got in Leo's route. I'm not sure if I should spoil it for you, but it's like, people were disappointed that things only went one of two ways. And they were thinking a third option would have been very viable for like the final big decision we have to make. Demonetized. I think I've been demonetized a long time ago, and I haven't even monetized my videos. Like, I don't even, yeah, it's like I don't do this for money. I just do it for, like, as a hobby, just to relax. Even though I have a Patreon, ironically. Yeah, why do I still hope to Leo? Can anybody help me? Tell me if I should do it or not. Should I agree or disagree? Zachary, do you know? Zachary? Please tell me. Because I feel like if I do agree, tell me if I'm right or wrong if I agree. Do you agree that I agree? Zachary's gonna hold out on me. And I don't even know what Oscar's riddle is. You might have to throw it up in here. Evie is like, do it. If nobody else wants to, add in, I'm just gonna agree. Unless Zachary says, no, that's wrong. So, you're probably right. She gives me a sidelong look. May your heart be your guiding key. Screw you, Zachary. Not a kid. My heart really did guide me this way. And my heart says, Leo, you are a broken mess. She gives me a sidelong look. I mean, you are right. She's a fucking psych major, for God's sake. I rub my paw across my face, smushing my own facial features into my paw pads. It's just shitty, I guess. You know someone for 15 years of your life and grow up with them. There's like, I don't know, a vested interest? Never heard of the term vested. I feel like I've said it, but I've never known what it actually meant. Vested. Sorry, I need a secured in the possession or assigned to a person. Supplied or worn with a vest. So it's like, secured interest. No, Nightcore lover. I was almost about to read that. I am not alive. I eat you the more you leave me alone. I will always be with you. I can mess with you. What am I? Somebody said regret and that was wrong, but this one's tough. I eat at you. I gotta get back to it. It might be disease. Acceptance is a way to draw closer with yourself and others. I feel like somebody got it and they're telling me, so is disease not the answer? Because I see somebody said disease and they're like, don't tell anybody. Okay. I mean, it could be regret, it could be disease. It could be old age. Could be depression. Brain cancer. Jesus, that won't escalate quickly. Sorry, I should get back into this reading. I don't want to be too distracted. Oscar's gonna start counting how many times I've gone off track again. Ironic that Oscar's trying to distract me. I'm watching you, Oscar. There's like, I don't know, a vested interest? Dang, I got it wrong. I was there for every big mistake, triumph, you name it. I'm not sure what exactly further support I can even offer at this point. It's just been too long. Plus, I'm gone again as soon as this weekend's up. So what's the point when I'm already just gonna fuck things up worse? Oh, Fujoshi is a girl who likes a gay pairing. Nah, never heard of that. Or you know. So, Chase. Jenna's tone is curt, and I look over to see her face very much matches her tone. So, Leo was dry humping you at a kiddie arcade. You do not need to feel this conflicted about being upset about that. Look. There's a moment of hesitation, like she knows the right words to say, but needs time to phrase them more delicately. I understand that men have a different hormonal attraction to each other than generally what I feel, as a woman, when I'm attracted to someone. For men, that feeling of attraction and I am paraphrasing something you probably already understood on at least an intuitive level, is broadly more physical and sudden. There's an emphasis on aesthetics and, well, the mechanics of what's happening. I blink, getting the gist of what she's saying, but not exactly sure where she's going with this. Chase be like, people fuck? I've just been fucked over. As stereotypical as it is, most women feel attraction as sort of a slow burn, where passion is derived from intimacy, meaning, contrast, forbidden love, etc. I love how Howley and McSkinny are just guys writing this. That's the funniest part in my head, is seeing two guys working on this novel, writing this from a girl's perspective about what a girl thinks guy and girl attractions are like. Oh god, I just feel like if somebody totally got this out of context, they would think this is mansplaining. Oh no. She gesticulates? Fuck, I don't know how to pronounce that word. She gesticulates in a swirling motion. That's not to say abrupt sparks of fancy don't form for women too, urges of being what they are. So I may not be adequately equipped to fully grasp the true nature of your guys' relationship, but what Leo did at the family plex is just beyond dumb, latent horniness. It's complete detachment from reality of you two's respective situations. Jenna's voice raises some, louder than her usual controlled level and probably inappropriate for this time of night. Oh, I guess she did. It's complete detachment from reality of your two's respective situations. Okay, that's how she would say it. She'd be raising her voice at the end. So, Oscar, you're gonna distract me again. It's they eat away at you the more you think about them. It should be indecision. Indecision or regret. It's one of those two. Anyway, it's upsetting. Especially so with all that's going on. I continue to walk slightly ahead of Jenna, unsure of what to say and feeling like if I met her gaze right now, I'd regret it. I shine my light on a lone desert willow that sits on the bank of the nearby wash. In the branches, flickers of the reflected light shine back. Eyes. Spooky, scary skeletons. They're small and sitting squarely in a nest made from bramble, like that of the tumbleweed from earlier. Bird. I announce, monotoned. Jenna, what the fuck are you talking about? Bird. Jenna steps up beside me, hands on her hips as she looks where I'm now pointing. God. It makes me think about the first time I did an echo, role play, I guess you can call it, kind of an echo read through. And that was the first time I ever did a multi-person group reading. And I remember the person who played Jenna had a bird persona, so it's really ironic for me to hear that. Just bird. I'm like, Jenna? Is that you? Because I think it was Miko or Mika or something like that was his name. Man, that chat was ages ago though. That was when I still was playing Echo. Holy shit. Oh, poor Blake. Have fun with the training. I swear to God, it's regret. It's gonna be regret. It's regret or indecision. It's one of those two, I know. So Jenna steps back up beside me, hands on her hips. Fuck, I misread that. Hands on her hips as she looks where I'm now pointing. She exhales with some exasperation before responding. Yeah. Looks like a wren. How can you tell? As far as I know, Jenna was never much into nature or animals. Wrens are the really fat ones, you know? Rotund. She pushes her small hands together, making a circle to emphasize the roundness. Just like Jenna in the older update sprites. Like, you see her now and she's like, you know, she's got a little bit of hip to her. She's got a little booty. But in the old updates, she was like, you know, she had that hourglass, like, at least the bottom was like the hourglass part. Like, she had that curve. But, yeah, like, thinking about that, like, she looked like somebody I knew in real life, more so, like, figure-wise, like, that shorter curve look to her. And it's like she had a similar personality to this person I knew in real life, and it's just like, it just kept hitting me. So, anyway. My God, Oscar, you gotta keep messing with me. I gotta keep reading. So, her eyes must be better than mine because I can only just barely make out the beak. I look back at Jenna and she's still staring up at the tree. Something about the whole scene of it gives me this strange twinge of nostalgia. Us wandering aimlessly about Echo with nowhere to go and nothing to do. And how we thought this feeling would last forever. Is it just me, or is this conversation kind of familiar? Not the bird, I mean. You and I walking around, talking about the stupid things Leo's doing? Yeah, that's not too out of the ordinary. She smiles some, and I can't help but smile back. Yeah, that, and... God, do you remember showing me those yaoi comics you got from the mall? Wait, yaoi comics? Why the fuck would a chick have a yaoi comic? I feel like a yaoi comic was like... Was that the one where it was like a gay comic, I thought? I thought yaois were the gay ones. Fictional media... Yeah, it's like... Yeah, male on male, though. Oh, it's created by women, for women, from homoerotic media, marketed... Oh, it's made by women, for women. Oh, okay. Never mind. It's like lesbian porn, but it's like lesbian porn for men, but reverse. Okay, that's what yaoi is. I did not know that. Yaoi comics you got from the mall. Oh, yes. I hid them under a rock like a half mile from my house. I had to fight a scorpion to get you your Koko Tonuki eye issues. Jenna lets out an amused noise, shaking her head. While my relationships with the rest of the group besides Leo had mainly stayed the same after they found out I liked guys, Jenna and I actually grew more close after the fact. Despite not really being too into anime, talking to her about manga and the dumb romance stuff in them was always kind of fun. My hero. I sort of remember discussing the differences between yaoi and bara. You talking just now kind of reminded me of that. Saying those two words out loud just feels weird. Boys love and man's love. Right. Or boys love and man's love. Right. I guess yaoi is more of that kind of like naive, like first love type of style, I guess. Like where it's like kind of that high school-esque type of love. And for gay guys, and then bara is like, yeah, just manly gay porn, I guess. I'm not that knowledgeable on yaoi and types of manga, porn, and shit. I'm not that knowledgeable. Anyway, I do remember that, Chase. I'm a little surprised you do. She says this with a forced, teasing tone to her voice for some reason. I can't my head curiously towards her. Yes, that's a word. Can't is a word. That's not misspelled. Why wouldn't I? I really enjoyed all that. Talking with you about it, I mean. Truly? I suppose I thought that I was only being humored with my special interest. Yeah. I suppose I thought that I was only being humored for my special interest topics that the rest of you were not remotely as interested in. It's a little creepy now that I think about it in context. I waved dismissively. No, I mean, you weren't like a fan Yoshi. Oh my god, it's come full circle, guys. We did it. We said the word. We said the word. It comes full circle. You weren't like a fan Yoshi or anything. Hell, you should have seen all that sort of yaoi stuff Leo kept on his computer. Fujoshi, and really? Sure, whatever. Yeah. Or sure, whatever. And yeah, he was pretty into the more porny stuff. Of course, it's fucking Leo. And the earth is round, what else is new? Jenna laughs some. Most yaoi is written by women who've never met a gay guy before, and is full of gender-imprinted ukisemi tropes and dubious consent. Wait, dubious consent? What the fuck? Isn't that just not consent? It's like, I consent, but I'm evilly consenting. I am so confused by that. So... Hey, sometimes that's hot. I'm surprised the words leave my mouth, and I immediately feel a burn around the edges of my ears. Jenna looks at me. I can't quite read her expression now in the darkness, though I'm not about to shine a flashlight on her. Yeah, that's part of why we read it. As long as it's understood as fantasy and not normalcy. Of course. I nod. But to take this back to reality for a second. No one should be forcing themselves on you like that. No matter what they see in the porn or how long they've known you. Right, I appreciate the concern. I nod again at Jenna, who returns to scanning about the nearby underbrush. However, I can't help but feel at least a little like I'm being treated like some battered victim here. Maybe I'm just too numb these days to feel like I probably should. Oof, we got more art. The road turns back into chipped asphalt as we get closer to the old rail yard. Oh boy, we're gonna go back to Jenna's paint-huffing house. The tracks to which run directly behind Leo and Duke's backyards. Oh shit, never mind, we're going to Leo's fucking house. Not that they'd seen any use in decades. I'm gonna move on. Most of the houses down the road are newer, and the county even installed a streetlight after an old badger lady got hit by a car 5 years ago. That being said, most of the residents stand vacant now, in various stages of disrepair. It's free real estate. As we round the bend, I spot Leo's house down the way. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's a little ranch-style house with a big backyard, right off a dirt road leading from the street. It used to be his family's home before they moved out. No cop cars parked out front or anything. Not that I really expected there to be. Now we got the CG art, baby! We finally have it! Woo! Look at this. Real character design. Jenna slows for a moment, peering over her shoulder. Her senses are better than mine, so I lessen my pace as well, trying to listen carefully. It's dead silent beyond the usual desert ambience. The rustle of breeze-swept trees, chirping crickets, and chirps from local night bards. I turn back to look at her. Oh crap, I think I just realized something. Actually, no, wait, I think I'm good. This lounge, it's not right next to it's not right next to the RA's apartment, but the RA's apartment is like right across from this lounge. So it's like right behind me, it's like some other people. I thought that was originally the RA's room, and I'm like, oh shit. What if she hears me and it's past curfew? Frick. So, hopefully, if I get kicked out, I can maybe move down to the study halls. Otherwise, I'll just sit outside and stream. Oh god, that would be awful. Or go to the second floor, either way. So, what? She frowns to herself. Nothing. Wait, did you hear something? She shakes her head, rubbing her wrist as she refocuses her attention back on me. No, just some unexpected nostalgia. I smile some, glad that I'm not the only one. Let me just quickly save here for a bit. March 7th. Everything is on March 7th, so I won't know which save is which. Oh, what for? So, I can't exactly place it. It's just a feeling. Almost sort of like what people call deja vu. I feel like I've been to this place before. Higher on the beat. Oh god. It turned into a fucking initial D reference. I nod sagely, pretending to understand. She watches me for a moment, as if studying my features for something deeper. I watch her as well, the golden glow of the streetlight giving her fur a pale radiance, blurring her features into something warm and familiar. Her brushy tail sways, and I can see the light plumes of desert dust scatter away on the asphalt beneath. They dissipate into the air like smoke from a cigarette. When we were younger, we had many nights like this, walking to and from Leah's place. Most of the time, we'd be chatting about video games we'd been playing or some manga that Jenna had gone into. Looking back, I could tell she savored those times. The fleeting moments she had away from home, where she could express her passions without fear of judgment or ridicule. God, I wish I had friends like this. I was always too scared to talk about these novels or drawing or shit like that, or fuck, even Eurovision. I only have expressed to one other friend now, and she's off in Spain. So it's I've only had one or two friends I've ever really opened up to. It's kind of sad. And then I had that group of friends back in August when I had that whole drama and shit like that. One or two of them I was getting close to opening myself up to, and then they just acted a fool and just, yeah. I was yeah, they weren't right. So yeah, I just wish I had childhood experiences like this, because I was always too shy to do this and just always trying to be so sanitized, I guess, socially, super, uppity or whatever. So yeah, shit like that. That just made me very antisocial. Anyway, well, occasionally there'd be ridicule, but of the good faith sort, I think. Whenever she criticized some dumb thing I said or weird ass phase I was going through, it never felt like she thought lesser of me. She suffered through my late 2000s frosted tip highlights scene phase after all. Oh god, that sounds disgusting. I remember this shit, but it was like the 2000s were all about. It's like the 90s had that too, like a little bit of the frosted tips, where it was like either frosted tips or like fucking super, like not slick back, but just everything was super gelled, I guess, either in the 90s or super spiky. I remember it being super spiky was a big thing in the late 2000s. Not even frosted tips, it's just fucking spiked hair. You literally just had to dunk your head in like a bath of fucking gel. Like, that's what it looks like. But yeah, I think frosted tips may have come from that too. But yeah, it was a fucking ugly phase. I remember trying to spike up my hair like that all the time. Then it just turned into a faux hawk. Then I just kind of gave up on doing it altogether. Now my hair just kind of does whatever. So yeah, it was an ugly phase. She was just trying to encourage me to be a better person. Those long walk and talks we had were like ways to gauge our own small town induced anxiety. It was during those times I felt more secure in myself than I ever did elsewhere. But it's also when we understood we truly didn't really belong here. I can't help but wonder if that's what she's thinking of now. She smiles once, then picks up the pace again. I step up and match her speed. I hope Duke still works late shifts. I recall him being quite nocturnal when we were growing up. He works at the Blue Diamond Casino by the reservation, right? As far as I remember. Oh god, Duke has a fucking character sprite now, and it's like, ugh. Seeing Brian and Duke's sprites makes me cringe inwardly. Not because they're bad, but just because of, yeah, they're supposed to look fucking ugly. But I just wish Brian's was, it talks about him, being like a fatter bear, I guess, but he just doesn't look that fat. Sorry. That's me nitpicking, and knowing a lot of people on Twitter that are fat furs would just be like, pathetic. That would be a placate-worthy moment. Anyway. I used to think that only native people could get jobs there. Cultural appropriation. I know they try to keep it that way, but many of the locals in the res lack the skill sets and training for some of the jobs. Hence the outsourcing. I think Duke works, or at least worked, as a security technician. Huh? I guess I didn't know him that well. The more you know. Me neither. But he was friends with my father. I could see Duke's house now. A large, manufactured home that's raised up like 3 feet off the ground. I think Flynn told me once they made him raise it up since it sat in the flood zone for the nearby wash. Said wash pretty much never had water in it, except for one particular monsoon season where a flash flood sent white water currents down it. It all drains out into Lake Emma. It's difficult to see in the dark, but the house looks to be in a bit of a sorry state. The yard is overgrown with tall weeds, and there's a bunch of stripped bicycle parts and other electronic components strewn about. Jenna sees it too and lets out an audible hum, as if acknowledging some confirmed suspicion. I'm about to ask her what's up when she speaks again. You know, my grandma never left the reservation, no matter how bad it got down there. I used to visit her a lot before she got sick. I keep forgetting that's like Jenna's like grandparents were like fucking like Navajo or whatever the fuck it is in this world, like Native American. Like I keep forgetting that. I don't even think I remembered that in like my original reading. But that does add an element to like there's a statistic that I learned in 12th grade government, could be inaccurate now, but when I was reading it, the people that had like that were like the most impoverished or had like the worst health were like Native Americans, according to like the census that was like part of my US Gov test. So I just remember that and just thinking like it does make sense because it is harder to like once you if you have like your reservation like moved or you get kicked off or things like that and you just have to get thrown into the world, it's hard to adjust, especially like leaving a reservation and that stuff. It's really a tragic situation. And there are some people that I've heard talking on Twitter about that, like, you know, at least Bernie Sanders was talking about like, oh, Navajo shit. Not gonna get political, but there was like something about that where I was like, at least Bernie had addressed that. So yeah, I don't know what other politicians did. I just remember them saying like, oh, Bernie did this. But okay, moving on. So, oh, or no, that's Chase. So, oh, there's something about the fuck. My fucking thing just fell. There's something about the tone in her voice that makes me think I should stop walking. I turn and focus on her. I don't believe any of you guys have ever met her. She was probably the most down-to-earth member of my family. Despite genuinely believing in a lot of the old spiritual aspects of the Mesita culture. Like rain dances? Jenna gives me a look that makes me immediately regret speaking, my tail curling instinctively. Oh no, I did a racism. You're thinking of the Pascua tribe. Oh, I thought it was going to be like, oh, I'm stereotyping that they do stuff, but that is also kind of discriminating. Or racist, or whatever the fuck it is. Racist, tribist. I don't know. It's discriminating in some way. They're the ones that did the dancing around the bonfire bit that gets attributed to every native culture for some reason. Oh, the dancing by the bonfire bit. Oh no. That stereotype. Yikes. Not yikes to them, but yeah, just like that stereotype I hate when I see that stereotype. Like I'm thinking to myself, they don't just do that shit all the time. Like there's reason to it. So, right, my bad. I give her a little thumbs up of understanding. The thumbs up of no longer racist. I must look especially scorned because Jenna begins to snicker a little. She reaches over, pushing my thumb down and squeezing my fist. Her grasp is incredibly soft, and I feel myself longing for it again as she lets go. Hey, you're a college-educated journalist now. You can't get away with the cute ignorance anymore. You should see journalists in America nowadays. Am I right? Oh, dear God. I've got one more year left of that, actually. I say it with a faux defensive tone. I guess I should hold on to staying cute as long as I can. Oh, that's easy, Chase. All you have to do is lose that goatee. Oh, come on. Not the goatee. It was like when I was in high school, like the end of it was like 10th or 11th grade, I started growing out sideburns. And everybody was like, you gotta shave those sideburns. Like, you gotta shave the damn sideburns. I had a friend like that. He was like, you should not have sideburns. And so instead of shaving the sideburns, once I graduated high school, I grew a beard. and I haven't lost the beard since. And that same friend also grew a beard, just like me. And I was like, I did it first. So I reach up and grab the dyed piece of facial scruff, and a bubbling sense of self-consciousness burns at my cheeks. Jenna laughs some more. I'm just kidding. I knew Leo isn't a fan of it, though. He told me that much. I let out a bit of a defeated noise. For some reason, that also kinda stings. Jenna waves dismissively, trying to get back to what she was saying. She seems serious about what she has to say off her chest. Anyway, Grandma has had all this ham radio equipment in her house. She started collecting it after Grandpa died, which was long before I was born. She was really into technology and broadcasting, which admittedly was an oddball contrast for her more spiritual, tradition-based outlook on life. She crosses her arms, taking a glance inside an old parked pickup truck that's missing its plates on the side of the road. I shine my phone's flashlight inside, but there's just a bunch of bags of what looks like farming stuff, mainly fertilizer. Oh, Oscar, I remember that word. I remember it well. I remember thinking it was neat. She used to sit on her porch with her quilting gear and talk on the radio to passing truckers. Wow, really? I start to picture an old native woman who looks like Jenna, knitting needs in one paw and a radio speaker in the other. Yeah, her radio had pretty good range. She did this for years, and got kind of a reputation because of it. Sweetheart of Echo Valley, or something of those lines. Why is there a comma? Oh, never mind. I was like, why is there just a random comma there? Turns out it's quoting Sweetheart of Echo Valley. Oh. So she was like flirting with them? Jenna smirks, lightly shrugging her shoulders. Well, I suppose there was probably some of that. I remember Adam mentioning that sometimes she would find flowers in her post box, sometimes even letters. Grandma was pretty shy, actually, and didn't like how she looked. When she was born, her ears and and parts of her scalp were malformed. It was at some underfunded tribal clinic up north, so they weren't equipped to fix it. And didn't get the money for it later in life either. So, wait, what was it? So, ears and parts of her scalp. Okay, so she kind of had I don't know. Can't imagine what that looked like, but that sounds like an interesting story. She brings her paws up to her own ears, running her fingers down them to the base of her head fur. She always wanted to wear those big sun hats whenever we went somewhere, like she didn't feel good when she was being seen. But over the radio, never mind, that's Jenna speaking still. But over the radio, she would mainly just talk to those truck drivers, ask them about their day, about things that made them happy. And I remember hearing about this one particular time where she talked with a truck driver who had recently lost his wife in an accident. Uh-oh. Flashback to the badger getting hit 5 years ago. Naturally, he was very upset and was considering whether life was worth living anymore. So, Grandma told him to pull over and come visit her. He was reluctant at first, but he did. Grandma got together all the other old neighbor ladies and rolled out this big old grill from the 60s. They baked a bunch of fry bread and they baked a bunch of fry bread and cooked up a ton of tacos. She even went out and personally got the ingredients to make some homemade cookies, since she mentioned she liked those over the radio. Or since he mentioned he liked those over the radio. When he got there, she taught him how to make all the food himself. She was worried without a wife, he wouldn't know how to cook something decent on his own. She also went around and introduced him to everyone, treating him like a guest of honor. He was this little rat guy, really meek. At first, he was worried he was being awkward and was out of place, but they talked for hours and hours, way into the night. His wife and him had been together for 18 years, and she was an art teacher at an elementary school in Two Canyons. So before he left, she and him made a sand painting. A sand painting? I'm reluctant to interrupt, but I've never heard of that before. You and me both, brother. It's a painting in sand, usually done with pigments. What's interesting is, they're not really art objects. They're for helping people heal, to become better. Once painted, the person who needs the healing would sit in the center of the painting. The energy and goodwill that was put into the painting was to help the person in need, healing spirits and that sort of thing. Okay, reading this entire section of Echo so far is better than most of Echo combined. Fight me on that. Like, hearing Jenna's backstory, I thought Jenna was just going to be a cardboard cutout. I'm just a basic bitch. I'm just Jenna. I'm just first world or not first world problem. She has a shit household. It's just, I just have shitty family. That's it. My family's shitty. And it's going to turn into an Onision, like, Stone's Abigail, where she's just damaged is her entire character or some shit like that. Nope. Jenna actually has grandparents and, native ancestry and talks about that and how that was an impact in her life. And then we also talk about her talking with Chase and all their walks back and, how they bonded through manga and shit. Like, how supportive she was. Dang. Jenna's really an actual character. Holy shit. She's actually developed. And to think that female characters made by Howling wouldn't have character development. Dirk, I will fight you. Oscar, honestly, that might be worth doing. Just because I said that. Like, that was pretty controversial. But I would probably lose. You probably might beat me. I haven't lifted weights like my roommate told me to. So yes. I know nowadays you mainly see them framed up on roadside craft sales, but that's what they were originally for. So, Jenna trails off, and I look away as she clears her throat. Oh, my heart, my soul. She takes a slow breath, and it takes her just a second to continue. My parents weren't there at my grandma's funeral. It was some public meeting building out of Peyton for some reason. For my family, it was just Adam and I. Oh, that makes it hurt even more when you realize Adam was the brother that committed suicide, and it's like, they both had a heart, but Jeremy is like, and the rest of the family, that's just so shitty. Adam, really? Yes, this was a long while ago, before he started changing. We were nearly a third of the way through the service when the rat guy shows up, and I have to ask Adam who he is. The only people there up to that point were us foxes. After that, I started noticing more non-foxes coming in. Some were literally wearing their stereotypical trucker hats with their holy bits in the back. And of course, half of the people there were really confused who those guys were. Like, maybe we're at the wrong funeral? They just sat in the back, and then Adam went up to speak. She folds her arms tighter and across her chest, smiling to herself as her gaze flicks upward. Adam started his way through the speech, but at the end of it, he started inviting up the new arrivals in the back. A lot of them were fairly gruff-looking guys, you know. And then one by one, they get up and start reading letters. She pauses again. Letters thanking her for being so kind, for giving them someone to talk about their problems, or just being so witty and fun to speak to. The rat guy, God, I wish I remembered his name, went up last, and his letter addressed Grandma like she was still there with us. He talked about how he was doing, how tough things were after what happened. He mentioned his wife by name, about how losing someone so good and special can make it feel like the world had become so much darker. But how it's always important to remember that there are still good people out there, even if they're just someone who can lend an ear for a while. And it felt like he was actually talking to us about Grandma. I thought about that a lot when, Adam passed. About how maybe it wasn't just a chemical imbalance, and perhaps he just needed someone to talk to. She keeps her arms still tight over her torso, though it looks more now like a self-bracing measure. God, that really hurts. It's interesting to think about it in the perspective of Jenna doing psychology and stuff to understand better the brain and all that, and being motivated by her brother's suicide and all that to just, understand why we think the way we are, or just how things can be so messed up in the world mentally, I guess. It's interesting to see her try and go for that. And I think the character redesign does make her a lot more likable looking. Before, just she was just resting bitch face throughout, and you're like, I can't really like this character as much. But now it's Jenna's got expressions now. Oh well, I don't know how else to say it. So, she keeps her arms still tight, on a self-bracing measure. A far cry from her usual standoffish posturing. I also thought about how you're so goddamn alone out here. She gestures with both arms to her surroundings. I peer down at myself, then back to Jenna. It's that line just makes me think, if she said that about Leo, it would make so much sense. Leo is so alone, mentally. And even though, what he's doing is not right, he's being harassing, he is genuinely a lonely and just broken person. He always wanted to have that solid family state and had that growing up. And then when he lost it to people moving off to wherever, it's just his whole world just split up, fell apart. But that's me just reading too deeply into it. She lets out a little noise that sounds like a quick sigh before shaking her head. Not you specifically, but rather anyone stuck in this place. So Leo, technically. What is it with that taking away all that's good? She's looking at me now, but I might as well be a brick wall for how equipped I am to answer that question. It feels almost rhetorical in nature, something with so many reasons that you could apply, that it becomes simply too much to try to put into words. I sheepishly hold up an arm. Would it be too patronizing? Too much of the stereotypical guy thing to reach out to her now? It's a moment of vulnerability for someone who's cultivated a life's worth of being invulnerable. I suppose we've all got heavy shit under the surface. Jenna probably most of all. And while some of us sort of downplay it, play it as jokes, self-deprecation, or lashing out at others, Jenna's always kept it under said surface. Seeing this all brought into light feels like something raw, uncomfortable, something understood to be immovable being moved. I look past Jenna to the wash, like the desert flooding. I exhale. Looking back down at her, I can feel my mind going blank, like it did earlier. Her expression's indiscernible, but she's still looking at me. Yikes, more decisions, baby! Time to... I'm probably gonna know which one to choose, but I just want to save to be safe. Better safe than sorry. I don't know how to answer that. Not the right answer. This town breaks people, or we keep each other sane. I want to do this one, but I'm nervous that one's gonna be like her being like, but what about Flynn? What about Carl? And all that shit, where she's like, what about the other ones? They aren't sane. Look at us. Look how they turned out. I want to answer, we keep each other sane. I was really fortunate growing up. I had a boyfriend I loved, a group of friends who supported me, and a family who gave a shit. And I'm not the world's most mentally healthy person, you know? I see a completely alternate timeline where I'm just the rest of those guys in Tetanus Alley, or, you know, worse. I rub the back of my neck sheepishly. Not good at making these reassuring speeches, but this is all stuff I've admittedly thought about before. That rat guy was right. Having someone around who gives a damn means the world. Oh shit, maybe looking back at what I read a few lines before would have actually helped me nudge myself towards the answer. Look at me being smart. Oh god. And isolating yourself from said world isn't how you make yourself better. It's the opposite. Yeah, I guess I should stop isolating myself from the world, because I'm just making my life worse. And for keeping me sane, I do think I kind of have used a thing for that, in some part. My voice cracks, and I try to cover it with a cough. Smooth. Thank you, Chase. Jenna smiles lightly, and that's actually rather beautiful. Has this been on your mind for a while? I shrug. Lately, at least. Well, I'd like to think that his and your sentiments are true. If we have time, I might stop by to see Jeremy. Uh-oh. Conflict. When I talked to him, he sounded like he wouldn't mind seeing you again. Jenna chuckles briefly. It's strange, isn't it? The notion of you talking to him now, as adults. As kids, we were all so at odds over truly stupid things. I suppose I'm curious whether he's grown up as well. I guess we'll see. Jenna raises a brow. Maybe, I mean... All this being said, I'm truly not excited to go back and talk to him. Or his friends. For Jenna's sake, I can grin and bear it though. I guess I have to ask. What made you think of this? I mean, the story about your grandmother. Was it just talking about tech stuff in the reservation? Jenna ponders this question for a moment, looking a bit more like her usual self. However, there's still a slight unnerved tinge to her, like her tail has an extra bit of bristle to it. I suppose that's what's got me talking about her. Though, I started thinking about all this earlier. Oh? Up ahead, the screen door on the side of Duke's house flings open. Uh-oh. A familiar ash-colored figure peers out, attention focused on us. Dun da 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 da. Run. Oh my god. Never fucking trust Duke. Never trust Duke. What are you two doing? He calls out to us, having us shout since we're nearly 3 properties down. At Pueblo, I'd cringe at the idea of someone shouting at this late in the neighborhood. However, most of these houses are long since abandoned. Jenna and I exchange a look before making our way closer to respond. Uh-oh, the lanky weasel is certainly looking rougher around the edges than I remember. The old man looked taking slow steps into his overgrown front yard. Of course, he's got his gun on him, his paw gingerly clutching it while the other brandishes a cigarette. Or at least, I think it's a cigarette. Ugh, God, it's so ugly. Real late for a stroll, he mumbles. Oh god, he's such a piece of shit looking guy. It's like you look at him and you're just like, I fucking hate him. Hi. Or Duke? Hi. Good morning. It's Jenna. Is that Chase with you? I hold up my paw and wave. Hello. It is I, Chase. Hi. It is. Duke takes a drag from the fat cigarette, and I see some embers fling as he taps at the end. In my mind, I imagine one of those little specks of fire catching on the untrimmed glass beneath, setting everything ablaze. I knew it. What Leo's been saying is true. He was seeing shit as well. Confronted him about it, and he's got a wild look in his eyes. Pushed me to the dirt. But here you are, in the flesh and talking this time. I gave him a befuddled look. What's he talking about? Well, Leo's going through a bit of a rough time, and that's certainly no excuse for the violence he imposed against you. However, we did see you at Carl's house, and you might have heard that he's gone missing. What good timing for your arrival then, Jasmine. It's Jenna now, but that's the beside the point. Did you know that you can pay to play? Yeah, I know I can donate money to Patreon to download the game. Yeah, but I'm just only doing the public updates so I can not jump ahead of people when the public updates come out. I don't want to release anything before that. So his bloodshot eyes shift from me to her, and that makes me even more uneasy. Have you seen Carl since last night? Duke clicks his tongue, shaking his head more times than he really needs to. I don't think you're investigating the right mystery here. Jenna raises an eyebrow. He points a swollen pink finger in my direction, Still looking at Jenna. The real question is, why has your friend here been snooping around our houses here for the past month? No, don't go. Fuck. They did it. He did it to us. He did the thing. Well, time to save here. I guess everybody wants to fight me too. Guys, I was just trying to get through the serious part, so I was like not responding to your comments. But dang, that was a good update. Like, dang. Actually well written. It just makes me feel bad because like I think about how like Leo's ended. It was like Carl's was like fine. It gave me some closure. I felt like okay, there was some like some closure to certain aspects, and I felt like it was well written. Then Leo's, I was like, TJ's went off the shits. And then I haven't done Flynn's ending, but I heard that one also goes off the shits. But yeah, Jenna's might. Who knows? To be continued. Let me see if somebody knocked. Oh, that's just like the roof or something. I just heard some kind of noise, like click click. But yeah, that's not the door. But yeah, we did it. We're done. Done with the Jenna update. Holy crap, it's been forever. Yeah. Fine, Oscar, hit me with the counts. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm glad I played this update. This felt like a good change of pace for me because I kept being unproductive with my routine, or I just only did schoolwork and my video. Like, I just be in this all or none mentality where I was like burning myself completely out, and as a result, I just did not want to ever do anything. As a result, I'm just sitting here thinking about all the ways I could have been more productive in my time. But, before you do that, you need to be well rested for it. And this was a good resting for me. I don't know when I'll play the Smoke Room, but I want to try and play it as soon as I finish the other video. Once I release that other YouTube video, I'll start trying to get back into my regular routine. Just as long as I can still study for finals. Like, finals kind of come first if things align that way. But, yeah. Hey, I got 43. Not as bad as last time. Of course they have to fight me. I'm going to take them all down via arm wrestle. Yeah. This is it for... Okay, I just got cut off for a minute. My stupid like multi like cable thing. Like the thing I hate about Mac nowadays is that they don't have like regular USB cables anymore. It's only USB-C. And so anytime I try and plug something in for my USB cables to stream or draw or anything, it's like the mic will like intermittently cut in and out sometimes if the computer is being like glitchy about it or whatever. I think this computer is starting to have some problems, and I might have to take it in during the spring break. We have to talk to family about that. Like, oh shit! I just unmuted what my playback was. Fuck. There we go. Yeah, my mic did go out. So my desktop audio, is it not working? Oh, never mind. It's just that the fucking echo music is quiet. What do you do if there's a tennis ace returns? Maybe I would do it. Maybe I would play it as a sequel. Maybe I'd just play it on my own without having to stream it for shits and giggles. I don't know if I would be like so committed. Like that's the thing. Like Tennis Ace in and of itself is a really great novel, but I just don't know where I'd be in like 2 years or whenever I graduate. Like I don't know if I'll have time to stream. I don't know what my life will be like then. That's a scary thing to hear is like once I graduate, I don't know if I'll ever have time to stream like this again. It's scary to think about. I want to, but maybe I'll slowly lose the time. Plus, I'll have to try and find jobs. I'm like throwing myself out for like internships left and right, and nobody's gotten back to me yet. It's scary. Internships are scary. Like applying for them, not like the actual thing. I mean, I hate this whole application process and shit. It's just like, can there be an easier connection? It's like my dad would just talk about like back in his day, people would come to the campus and be like, we want to recruit you for an internship and all that shit. Like back then in like the late 70s, early 80s, they would just basically be handing out internships and stuff for the job. Things were in a boom. Nowadays it's like 50 people are applying for one spot and you're just sitting there going, I can't get any internships on my resume to get an actual job because all the internships have 50 billion people applying for them. But yeah, back to answering your question about Tennis Ace returns. That would have to be a play by ear, but I'd be interested at least. Like I want to see it. I can't sleep because there is a party near my house. Help. Oscar, I am going to come and party with them. Sorry, the multi-port cable thing that I was telling you about. That kind of just got loosened this time, so my fault this time. Sorry about that. But yeah, I was gonna say about Oscar's party. I am going to get to that party and party hard. Fuck fighting the party. Nah, kid, Oscar. I hate that feeling. Like I know how that feels to even have roommates like kicking back and like watching shit and whatnot, and like yeah, it's kind of frustrating where you're like, I just want sleep, or hey, I have a midterm tomorrow, I have a final tomorrow, and yet you're watching something or you're playing your music out loud and smoking and drinking. And it's just like, yeah, smoke and drink if you want, but like, goddamn, at least be quiet about it. It's like, fuck. I'll have to think about that, Oscar. So yeah, I'm not too fond about going back to my apartment now. I'm in this like split mood of I want to like stay up, maybe just have like a beer or have like a little snack or something like that, just to chill out. But at the same time, my roommate and his girlfriend are asleep in my room, so I can't just like walk in there and just be like, hey, I'm just gonna take a beer from the fridge, open and close. Maybe I could just sit outside, but still, I don't know what's happening with that. I know my other housemates are watching anime right now, and I probably may have just sat down and said, fuck it, I might just watch just for shits and giggles if I wasn't doing this. Yeah. Yeah, don't apologize, Zachary. Like my mic, my computer is just a problem child in general. Like as of late, I'd say I haven't had this problem until recently. Like the past this winter quarter, I'd say it started giving me these problems like maybe once in a blue moon, but this past 3 weeks, I'd say maybe even a month, it's been doing this more frequently, and it's like also doing this thing where it just randomly shuts down because it just says a computer has a problem, and it'll just restart itself. It seems like it's very buggy, or it's like bugging out, and I can't find the source why. Like I haven't really changed anything, so I wonder. Please have mercy on my tired soul. Is this your revenge for counting my rants? Maybe. I'm gonna keep you up all night for your rant counting. Nah, I kid though. It does get a bit repetitive after a while to do it, but it's like a joke can only go on for so long. But yeah, it's all in good nature. At least this time it is in good nature. Yeah. If people start getting tired, if I start getting tired of it, I'll tell you, and I'll just be like, hey, stop it. Yeah. But yeah, here it's almost midnight. But I already got McDonald's fries like 2 nights in a row the previous night, so not going to get McDonald's again. Hell, maybe I'll go get some ice cream. Maybe I'll even just take some ice cream from the fridge that we have. Like, my roommate got like those giant, like fucking like whatever, like quart size like ice cream things like that you'd find at like a thrifty store. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if it's like a quart size, but you know, the giant, like the bucket pail size of ice cream, like those. Like he has it in the fridge, and I'm pretty goddamn sure there's still a lot left. I might take some, but I don't have a spoon. So that's the only problem. And I don't know if we have an ice cream scooper. I need to buy more plastic spoons or just buy regular spoons. I might have to go to a Target or some shit, but they're closed. Yeah, it's late for you guys. Somebody changed their name to Placate. Oh, I love you and hate you at the same time. Yeah, 1:55 a.m. Dude, 2 hours ahead. Central time, man. It's tough. That's late, though. I feel bad for you guys if you're staying up this late. Please, go to bed. This is the end of the stream. And yes, now I'm hungry too. And I'm sorry I'm making you hungry. I'll take your fries and ice cream as revenge. Fight me for it. Well, I think I've pretty much run out of things to say, and we're all getting hungry, tired, and just all delusional. So, yeah. That is all for this stream. And until next time, take care, guys.